House Leader of the Third Party.
Honourable Speaker, endless reports and reviews continue to draw attention to the failings of BC's so-called child welfare system. In late January, we saw another death of an Indigenous youth in government care. Families and communities continue to be shaken by the tragedies that arise from a broken system. The latest reports from the Representative for Children and Youth, Don't Look Away, and No Time to Wait highlight the urgent need for reform. Through you, Honourable Speaker, to the Minister of Children and Family Development, what tangible steps is your government taking to address the deep-rooted systemic issue of the child welfare system in BC?
Minister of Children and Family Development.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I'd like to thank the member for the question. The death of this youth is devastating, Honourable Speaker. I am heartbroken to hear the news of this tragedy. I am sorry to their family, friends, and community. Their life mattered. It was important. And I will carry them in the work that I do every single day. As a mom of 2 teenagers, I can't think of anything more tragic or devastating. Our Child, Family and Community Services Act, which governs child protection services in this province, has strong privacy protections, Honourable Speaker, that I am beholden to. And so I cannot speak to any one specific of any one case when there's information obtained through that act. What I can speak to in general is the expectation of my ministry that any time there is a child death in this province, we review the circumstances surrounding that death, we make recommendations, and we work with our oversight bodies in this province, including the Representative of Children and Youth, the police, and the coroner's service. There are a number of recommendations that have been made by the Representative of Children and Youth. I am working very closely, my ministry is working very closely on those recommendations. A number of them have been implemented and are underway. I'm happy to work with the member opposite to provide more information on the specifics of this. There is nothing more important to me as the minister than the safety and well-being of all children in this province, Honourable Speaker.
Member Supplemental.
Children frequently go missing from government care, and far too many of these disappearances end in fatality or critical injury. Tinkering around the edges is not an adequate response to the historic and ongoing injustices that youth in government care experience in this province, especially Indigenous youth. We owe it to these children, their relatives, and their communities to do better. Empty words are not enough for the insurmountable grief these families are feeling. Through you, Honourable Speaker, again to the Minister of Children and Family Development, we implement not just some, but all the recommendations from the RCY to strengthen oversight and accountability within the system.
Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I absolutely take every recommendation that's made by the Representative of Children and Youth incredibly seriously, Honourable Speaker. We are taking a whole of government approach to responding. That means that there are a number of recommendations that we are responding to across government. A Deputy Minister's Project Board has been struck to create a comprehensive child and youth well-being plan and outcomes framework, Honourable Speaker. We have done a number of things to address the overrepresentation of Indigenous youth in care, including hiring our very first Indigenous Child Welfare Director. We have a number of partnerships that we are engaging in with Indigenous communities, Indigenous governing bodies. Honourable Speaker, my ministry's budget increased by $321 million this year because we believe that we need to make investments to ensure that we're doing better for children and youth in this province. I am committed to that every day. So that everybody in this House knows, I come to this work first and foremost as a mom a mom of 2 teenagers. I come to this House as someone who has delivered MCFD services themselves. I've received MCFD services for 15 years. I take this role incredibly seriously, and I will work collaboratively with any of the members in this legislature on better outcomes for children and youth, on the safety and well-being of children and youth, so that we can see more children and youth thrive in this province, Honourable Speaker.